name's Jasper Tan.
And I'm Joe Weagle.
And this is like the 5th take of this video because we can't stop laughing at how bad we are.
Yeah.
But so excuse us if we laugh. We're not gonna take this another time. So what we're generally doing here is we're gonna be starting a YouTube channel where we well, we don't really know what we're gonna be posting yet. But stay tuned if you want to see more videos of this nature. I think you can explain what we did in this one.
So about a little over a week ago, we went to the July 3rd fireworks celebration in the Freetown, Assonet, Massachusetts. And the celebration's just an Independence Day celebration where a bunch of people get together and watch the fireworks. And we went around and we would ask people questions about American history and just, you know, our country's origin, just questions of that nature.
And when we came up with the idea for this, like over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago by the time this video's up,
yeah.
We thought it would be great because Massachusetts is nationally and almost world renowned for its education system. We have some of the highest concentration of schools and colleges and universities here. And we thought we'd actually find so many intellectual, well-rounded, historically knowledgeable people that we'd actually have a really good way of advertising how intelligent people around here are. And we might even have a hard time finding some laughably bad answers to throw in just for laughs.
But we ended up doing the complete opposite, and about half of our answers are probably laughably bad. We anticipated people to be smarter, and they were disappointing.
But nonetheless, we continued, and we did find some good answers in any way you can come up with to define what's a good answer at this point. So stay tuned, and this is our video, Can Americans Answer Questions About American History?
Enjoy the video.
Fluttering.
Okay.
So this is the guy Joe knows from work.
Alright.
So
are you okay with this?
It's okay.
Alright.
What's a school project?
No, we're just asking it. It's probably gonna go on YouTube.
we might incorporate it into a school project later on if we have
That'd
to.
be cool.
Yeah.
Alright. But anyways, we're just asking a few questions to people like about America. So alright.
Speak up a little bit so the microphone can pick it up.
Alright. Why are you here today?
Watch the fireworks, bring the grandchildren. Bring my 3 grandchildren.
Alright, so what is tomorrow?
4th of July.
Yeah, and why do we celebrate it?
Independence of America.
And who do we declare independence from?
We did the self-defense, what was it, the British?
Yeah, the British, Great Britain, the UK.
Next to our like cool decoration stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? All right, what year did we declare independence?
1776.
Yep.
It's not a long time since I've been in school.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a lot better than some people I've talked to. So
Yeah.
I mean, they're all right so far. So
Yeah.
so
All right. So, where was the Declaration signed?
Boston?
No.
No. Philadelphia?
good job. Yep.
That's it. And do you know who the main writer of it was?
Yeah, Thomas Jefferson.
Yep.
And let's see if we can find it for this.
Oh, sorry, I squished it. All right.
It's away from my wife. She's very good with history.
Yeah.
You don't seem bad yourself. So we're gonna ask you a few current questions about the U.S. as of today. So the first one is gonna be, you know what kind of government the United States has as of right now?
You mean Republic or Democrat?
Yeah, Democratic Republic, Constitutional Republic. And another few could be, what kind of economy does the U.S. have right now?
We're in a good economy right now.
Well, yes, we definitely are, but what style would it be? Would it be market economy, limited economy, socialist, Marxist?
Oh, here we go. Don't know.
Well, the United States is what they call a mixed economy. A lot of people talk about it being a market economy, but actually, because there are such things as tariffs and import restricts, the United States isn't a true market or capitalist economy. It is what they call a mixed economy because it actually has socialist aspects to it. But you did a good job. Yeah, you seem to be knowledgeable about the country.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay. How are you doing today?
How are you?
You look very patriotic.
I'll put it back on for you.
Do you mind? Do you mind if us over here ask you a few questions, and if this may be published within a matter of a month or so?
Absolutely.
You don't mind?
No.
All right. So, do you get a little bit closer and speak up a little bit?
All right, so, my name's Joe.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
So, why are you here today?
Enjoying the fireworks.
All right.
You know, it's time with family and You know, just hit some fireworks. Come every year.
Always good.
Yeah, always good.
Yep. What is tomorrow?
4th of July.
Yep.
Independence Day.
All right. What are we celebrating?
He just said it, Joe.
What are you gaining independence from?
Yeah. Declaration, Independence.
Do you know who wrote that?
Jesus, there's a bunch of people that wrote it. I had no idea, honestly. No idea.
Well, you know what? I appreciate your patriotism. The answer will be Thomas Jefferson. Have a happy holiday. Let me ask you a few questions, and if you end up in a documentary that'll end up on the internet in a couple days, you don't mind?
No, I don't care.
All right. So why are you guys here today?
Fireworks.
And so what are we celebrating with this spectacular display of explosions?
4th of July.
And what is 4th of July all about?
America.
Good job. And what are we celebrating about America on this day?
Freedom.
4th of July.
Freedom from who?
America.
How old are you guys?
17.
Have a good holiday. America, right?
So, what are you doing here today?
Hey, wait.
Joe, you know
The family's waiting for the fireworks.
Nice. So, what are we celebrating? Fireworks.
United of... You just said it too. United States of America. Yeah, something like that.
What about this one?
What are we celebrating with the holiday?
Fireworks.
No, like what's the holiday called?
It's on the calendar. I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
No problems.
Do you mind if this goes
Nope.
online anyway?
I don't know.
All right, well, have a good day.
You, man.
All right. Video events up in a documentary that gets published in a couple weeks. So why are you here today?
We're traveling to see the fireworks.
Traveling. How far did you come from?
Bangkok.
Are you serious? You're from Thailand right now? That's awesome. But anyway.
Wow.
We're from this area. We just visited.
Yeah, I can see you're not Thai, but so what brings you to these festivities? What exactly are we celebrating?
4th of July, Independence Day.
Independence Day. Good job. And on Independence Day, what exactly are we celebrating? America gaining independence from what country or empire?
It's a good question. I really don't know.
All right,
We're just here to spend
we'll
time
skip,
with our
we'll skip that one. That's all right. That's always important. So does the year 1776 ring any bells for you?
Yeah.
I like that year.
Yeah.
It was a good year. I'm coming off so stupid right now.
No, it's
Yes, it does. That is the year. It all happened.
We get the idea. We genuinely do get the idea. And we're gonna ask you a few questions so you can probably redeem yourself here. Because we have the feeling that you're not stupid, and which isn't the impression we got from.
Glasses, they make her look.
Giving the impression that you're not stupid is a quality. A lot of people didn't give that impression today. So we're gonna ask you. Do you know where the Declaration of Independence was signed?
In
We'll give you three choices: New York, Boston, or Philadelphia.
Boston. New York.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
So, all right. Well, ask you one. You should get this one. Can you name?
You haven't lived outside the U.S. your whole life.
I don't think I've ever taken U.S. history.
No.
That's it. So,
That's the wrong girl.
this is the current one. Can you name three, just three, current celebrities and what they're famous for?
Oh, Carrie Underwood is a country singer. Current meaning they're still alive.
Yeah, that's all it really means. Yeah.
Lake Sheldon, also a country singer.
We know where you're.
Imagine Dragons is a band.
Those are all good artists. I'm kind of a fan of all of them. And can you name three of our founding fathers and what they're famous for? Can you speak up? You're getting it right. Speak up. That was too quiet. I know what you said.
Was I?
You're right. You're right. Just say it again.
Franklin. No, not Roosevelt. Oh my God.
Cherry tree.
Well, you named Franklin. No, that's right. What did he do? He was. there were a few things that he did, but
Oh my God, Mom, I should have walked. I should have walked. Nope, not talking to you.
But you know what? You've been a great sport, and you got more questions right than a lot of people we've talked to. So have a happy Independence Day, and you can carry on. We apologize.
hate to interrupt you. Do you mind if we ask a few questions for a documentary that may end up on the internet in a couple weeks?
Sure.
You don't mind?
All right.
So what's your name?
My name is Vanessa.
This
is Rubble.
Hey, nice to meet you. All right, so
All right. Well,
this
my name's
is
Joe.
This is Joe.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Jasper. And we're gonna ask you a couple questions. So Joe's gonna start off with the interview.
All right. So why are you here today?
To see the fireworks.
All right. And what are we celebrating with the fireworks? What holiday?
The Independence Day.
Yep. Do you know what year America declared its independence?
I don't actually.
Ask from who?
Oh, what does 1776 ring a bell? Any bells?
No, I
All
wouldn't.
right,
I
well,
don't remember now.
that's the year.
Okay.
But
So do you know who we declared independence from in 1776?
You know this? Oh, is it? It's not like. It wasn't from like Pearl Harbor and stuff or anything like
Pearl
that.
Harbor
right?
is in the U.S. state of Hawaii.
Okay, so no. Who did we declare independence Day? I don't know.
How about we give you multiple choice? There'll be France, Germany, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Swaziland.
France?
Guess again.
Germany.
The answer is the United Kingdom. Joe may ask you a few more questions if he doesn't mind. There's a cute dog you got there. Sorry for holding you up. If you
No, it's fine. Oh, no, I'm not. I was waiting for them. Go ahead.
all right.
And do you have any a few more questions, Joe?
Special question. Let's see if there's anything else. 'Cause we've been asking the same.
You can
questions.
absolutely redeem yourself. You've got a few more questions if you don't mind. Yeah.
All right. Well, who's the current vice president?
Vice President?
Who's the current president?
Well, everyone knows that.
Trump.
And who's his vice president?
I'm not a politics person. I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's good to avoid that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's gonna have to get too into.
Well, have a happy July 4th.
You too. Sorry.
Thank you. Nice talking.
I messed that up.
So we're gonna be asking you all some questions, guys. On this, so you guys are going into high school, right, as freshmen? Yeah. So we're gonna be interviewing you. All right. So why are you guys here today?
Hang out.
Yeah, because today is the this is the fireworks festival, right? So what holiday is that for?
It's for July 4th, Independence Day, the day we declared our independence and started to kick the shit out of the British.
Good job. And you guys are gonna say this. Clearly gonna say the same thing, right?
I wouldn't go that in depth.
But we're gonna ask you another couple questions. So Joe, you can put the camera at this. So what do you seem like I'm sure you all seem bright, but you seem like the bright one of the group, right?
Yes.
So I mean, look at the shirt. Point to the shirt, Joe. Look at this. So
It's America.
Actually, don't read your own shirt. So what year did the U.S. declare independence from? Do you know what country?
1776. Oh.
Good job, good job. What country did they declare independence from?
England. Well, the United Kingdom.
Good job, you're doing great. And what was one of the reasons?
One of the reasons is the taxes were way too high.
Look at this. This kid's smart. You're smarter than some of the adults.
I'm a big history fan.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah. So we're gonna ask you a couple other questions. So do you know where the Declaration of Independence was signed?
I'd like to see Maryland, but I don't think so. Pennsylvania.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. And can you name one of the main writers of the Declaration? The main writer of the Declaration.
Main writer. All I know is that John Hancock did the big signature. Well, Thomas Jefferson. Yeah.
Good job. All right.
There we go.
You got all the major questions. Yep. You would pass a U.S. citizenship test if you're an immigrant. Good job. Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? We're filming a short video for like a series of small documentaries.
You can ask this channel right here. I'm sorry? I got a call. What are the questions?
Well, first off, do you mind if this stuff gets published?
That's fine, as long as I know.
All right. So we're gonna start with. So why are you here today? I mean, obviously for the security of this event. But what is this event about?
You just stole what I was gonna say. You just stole what I was gonna say.
Okay. So what is this event dedicated to?
So this event is dedicated to the 4th of July festivities. It's something that the town of Freetown's put on for a number of years. As far as our presence down here, we're here to help with traffic, help with crowd control, make sure everybody's safe down here, so that they can enjoy their Independence Day festivities.
All right. And so do you know what year the Declaration of Independence was signed?
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
So
probably if I was back in high school in U.S. history in 11th grade, I could probably tell you, but it's been quite a while.
Are you an Old Colony graduate too?
No,
no. Okay.
Hanukkah.
So they're good too. Does the year 1776 ring any bells for you?
Yeah, it sounds very familiar.
And a couple other questions you could ask is, do you know who the current vice president is?
Current vice president is Mike Pence.
Good job. And do you know who the current speaker of the House is?
Speaker of the House. It's not Paul Ryan, is it?
Oh, good job. Good job. All right. So you got this right. Do you mind if this video gets published?
That's fine.
All right.
All right, my
Good
friend.
day.
You too.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, let's do this thing.
Let me get this to focus.
All right.
All right. So Joe's gonna ask the questions. You guys
question.
can
I'll ask you.
We alternate. Yeah.
Why are you here today? I'm here because my girlfriend dragged me out here. All right.
Always a good reason,
that's a good
right?
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can speak up a little bit because it's getting louder now.
Okay.
All right.
What are we celebrating being here? What holiday?
The 5th of July.
5th of July.
The
Yeah.
3rd of July, actually.
Yeah. Well, it is the 3rd of July, though.
Yeah, that's a very good point. What's tomorrow then?
The 4th of July.
Yes, it is.
Woo!
And what does that represent?
America.
America doing
Freedom.
freedom from
Slavery.
no.
Well, I mean, if you really want to stretch it, you could say taxation is slavery.
Yeah, I suppose.
No taxation without representation.
Taxation without representation.
Yeah, there you go. From
Something
who?
like that.
Taxes from who?
Obama.
Back in
Obamacare.
1776, Obamacare was just
That's
oppressing
it.
us all.
It's right on the Constitution. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about history, so.
All right. So, can you name?
Don't ask me any questions that require thinking.
All right, we're not gonna ask too many history questions now. Joe's got a couple more current questions for you.
Okay. So can you name 3 current prominent celebrities and what they do?
Celebrities?
Yeah.
Celebrities.
Anyone.
If you don't know, that's a good thing.
I don't know celebrities.
All right,
I don't keep up with that
Country
stuff.
singers?
Country singers. Jason Aldean.
Yeah.
Keith Urban.
Yep.
I don't know who that is.
But you named him.
Some older guy.
Nice.
And Jerry Seinfeld.
Country singer.
Country singer, yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Can you name 3 past politicians?
3 past
what they did?
politicians. Obama, Bill Gates, and Hillary Clinton.
Bill Gates?
Yep.
Bill
Yep.
Gates. Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, yeah. Steve
Yep.
Jobs, yeah.
Good jobs.
I don't want to think, okay?
Oh, you know what? I'm getting to the point where I might
Is
not
this
want
on
to.
live television?
No, this is not on live television, but it might be on the internet in a couple of weeks. Do you mind?
I don't care.
All right.
Do you mind if you end up on a video that could be on the internet in a couple of weeks? For a documentary, all you have to do is answer a few questions, and if you get them right, it might even give you a donut.
What are the questions?
So, well, first I have to give consent to be on video. You do, right?
All right, sure,
All right. So,
sure,
what's your name?
Kat.
Are you currently going to school, or did you graduate from?
I'm at Suffolk University.
All right. What are you studying there?
Government with a focus on public policy.
All right. That's
Awesome. That's what we're looking for right now.
All right.
So, why are we here today?
For the 4th of July.
And what is the 4th of July all about?
It is about our independence.
From who?
From England.
In what year?
Oh God, I'm so bad at this. I'm not good with years. I don't know.
That's okay. Years aren't really the most important thing. Do you know who was the main writer of the Declaration of Independence?
The main one?
Yeah, main writer. One of the main writers. Just one.
John Hancock.
Yeah, he signed. Does Thomas Jefferson ring any bells?
Yes.
Do you know where the Declaration was written and signed?
I do not.
Philadelphia. You're doing pretty well. Do you know who the current U.S. president is?
Donald Trump.
Vice president.
Mike Pence.
And Speaker of the House?
I'm thinking. I do know his name though. This is kind of embarrassing. Hang on. I can picture him in my head.
You know what?
This is really bad. Hang on.
We will take your word for it. Because if we tell you his first name, you'll probably get it. Paul.
Ryan.
There you go. All right.
There we go.
All right. right, so now we're gonna ask you a few current questions.
All right.
So, can you name 3 current celebrities and what they do? Doesn't matter what they do, if they're a singer or if they're an artist or whatever. Or...
Sure. Taylor Swift, Halsey, and Jesse McCartney, I guess. I don't know.
All right, and can you name 3 of our founding fathers and what they were famous for?
George Washington.
He was George Washington.
He was George Washington. John Adams. And...
the guy we were talking about a few minutes ago? Wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
All right, and we're going to pick a few random questions. You're doing very well compared to some people we've talked to today.
I'm not good with my history, even though I am a government major.
You're doing much better. We've asked people what holidays tomorrow, and they said, I don't know. So,
That's just sad.
let's see. Do you know what kind of government the U.S. has?
We are a republic. Well, it's... How specific are you looking for?
More specific than democracy, less specific than something that takes up a whole sentence or 2.
All right, we are a federal democracy.
Yeah, federal republic. That's you know what? That's close enough.
Yeah.
That's close enough. And do you know what kind of economy we have?
No, I don't know.
Well, is it a Marxist economy or is it a market economy or is it
market economy?
Okay, all right. That's the closer of the 2. And we're gonna find you. Can you name 1 U.S. territory? 1 U.S. territory. No. How about what's the one where the power's been out for a while?
Oh, I'm blanking. I know.
How about the one that North Korea threatened to nuke a few months ago?
Is Cuba? No, it's not.
No, Cuba's a communist dictatorship.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling.
Okay, we're gonna ask you a few more. You're doing pretty well. Do you know what the Cold War was?
I do.
All right, can you explain in a couple sentences? It doesn't have to be specific.
All right, so it was basically when Russia was very communist, and it wasn't a war that was physically fought, but it was technically a war between the U.S. and Russia.
All right, good job. And can you explain what World War II was and a general idea of when it happened?
World War II was when Hitler was taking over Germany and the rest of Europe to try and spread his Aryan race ideal, putting the Jews in...
Speak up for a little bit so we can catch this, because you're the smartest person we can today. Not even kidding.
Do you want me to repeat?
Yeah.
All right, so World War II... who do you want me to look at?
Let's ask you another question. Let's look at the camera. Okay. All right. And can you name 1 other country other than the U.S. that used to be a British colony? We can give you multiple choice if you want it.
Sure. Multiple choice, that works.
All right. So, how about China, India, Japan, and Mexico? Which one was once for you?
India.
India. Good job.
Yes.
And we're gonna. Wow, you're doing well. These papers are falling apart, you know. And we're gonna ask you a few questions on here, on this map. So we're gonna ask if you can find India.
It's somewhere over here.
That's Africa. Can you find the United States?
I can. There you go.
And can you find the United Kingdom of Great Britain?
It's somewhere up here.
Good job. Can you find, let's see, can you find Japan?
Nope.
How about Australia?
Yes, that I can do.
You can have the whole box of donuts.
Nope, I am good. Thank you.
Thank you.
This for school? I want donut.
It actually isn't, but
No. All
yeah.
right, just...
All right, yeah. Well, it could end up being for school if we have to do something like this. We can already have it at our disposal,
cool,
you know?
cool.
But good job, yeah, nice meeting you. You know
Yes,
what?
you
Good luck
too.
with your studies. What's the dog's name?
Ruga.
So, do you mind if we ask you a couple questions that may end up in a small online documentary in a couple weeks? It won't have a lot of people viewing it.
Not at all.
You don't mind?
No.
All right.
All right.
So, Joe over here is going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay. You got to be in this too.
So, what are your names?
Jessica. Liz.
All right. So, why
Speak up a little bit, yeah, because it's getting louder now.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you guys here tonight?
For my kids.
For your kids?
What about you?
For your kids.
All right.
My kids.
Fair enough. And what are we celebrating tomorrow? What holiday?
4th of July.
All right. And what does the 4th of July signify?
Fireworks.
Freedom. American freedom.
All right. Well, it's basically the birthday of when America declared independence. And do you know who we declared independence from? Which country?
Failed history.
All right.
Same.
That's fine. All right. So, can you name 3 current celebrities and what they do?
Probably not. No, I'm not gonna lie.
3 current celebrities and what they do?
Yeah.
Any celebrity?
Yeah, any celebrities. Singers, artists.
Adam Levine. He's a singer. Name one.
Actors, actresses.
Anyone you hear on the radio? Anything?
Yeah, just like singers. That's about it.
Kevin Gates, rapper.
Luke Bryan, singer.
All right, there we go. And now we're wondering if you can name 3 of our founding fathers and what they did.
Or even 3 past presidents, politicians.
Benjamin Franklin.
And what did he do?
Invented bifocals.
Good job. And 2 more.
Abraham Lincoln.
And
Ended slavery.
good job. And
What else? Founding fathers.
they don't even have to be founding fathers. They could be any president or politician that's no longer a president or politician today.
You're better at it than I am.
Probably not.
Who was president before Donald Trump?
Barack Obama.
Good job.
Screw the U.S.
Yeah.
You've gotten 3. You got all 3. You got 3 answers, and most people couldn't bring up 3 answers. Good job.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Want me to hold the camera?
All right. So you can get a little closer, Joe. Just make sure it's panned out or whatnot. So what brings you here on this fine day?
I live down the street.
All right, that's
Nice.
good. And why are we here? What are we celebrating?
The 4th of July.
Good job. And what is the 4th of July?
America's birthday.
Good job. What year was that?
I don't know. Am I allowed to swear?
Do you know who we declared independence from?
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna ask
I
you more.
did not ask you my question.
We're gonna ask some more current questions.
I'm gonna start yelling.
Can you name 3 current celebrities and what they're famous for?
Okay, hold up. You're giving me nothing to. Okay, hold up. Let me think first.
Singers, actors, it doesn't matter.
Dude, Britney Spears, first singing.
For singing. Just for
Yeah,
singing.
okay.
All right, name 2 more.
Rihanna, also singing. Let me think of somebody else. Jared Leto for being a really bad Joker.
All right, and can you name 3 founding fathers or past American politicians and what they did? Just 3.
George Washington because he was the first president. Andrew Jackson because he was like the worst, like literally the worst.
Good job, you knew that.
And
yeah.
okay, let me think of something else. JFK because he's not really that important, but we think of him because he died.
Well,
he was pretty important.
Yeah.
He had like so many mistresses.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
You
like-
named 3, good job. A lot of people couldn't. All right.
All right.
I like failed.
I'm Joe.
I'm Emma.
You 2 must have met. We're all from Old Colony.
No, I've seen you, but like I've never seen you.
I feel like I've seen you, but I've never talked to you.
I've never seen you around.
All right, that's fine. I'm not noticeable.
He blends in the crowd. Yeah, I am Mr. Cougar. See, that's what I know. I'm like Freetown famous now. Like, last week I was at a party. A bunch of people I didn't know, and they're like, "Hey, it's the Cougar. Do you know my name?" No. Yeah, right. Kim Jong Un, right?
Oh my god.
So why are you here tonight?
I'm here to see the fireworks with my friend and.
You guys can get a little bit closer.
And,
yeah, go.
All right.
Yeah.
what are the
Don't make it awkward.
fireworks
I'm not
celebrating?
The 4th of July and our independence.
All right, and who did we gain independence from?
What?
Who did we gain independence from? What country?
The British.
All right, there you go.
Good job. A lot of people don't know that
Alright,
so
and-
far.
No, I'm really confused.
What year did we declare independence?
I don't know.
All right, we'll give you a few options. You want a multiple choice?
Sure.
1985, 1776, or 1492.
1776.
Good job. All right,
Yep.
there's one right now. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so do you know where the Declaration of Independence was signed?
No.
The multiple choice.
Say that again. That's the best answer I've heard all night.
On the bottom.
On the bottom. On the.
It's right.
See, you should have said that, and we wouldn't be judging you. And I'm just kidding.
Right. So we'll give you a few options. New York, Boston, Philadelphia, DC.
Philadelphia.
Good job.
You know who wrote it?
So.
John Hancock, right? No, that he signed
had a
it.
big signature.
Yeah, that one.
He was one of the small
guess,
contributors. Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're gonna ask you a few questions. I'm not even gonna say to redeem yourself because you've done better than most people today.
Alright, cool.
So we're gonna ask you to name 3 current celebrities and what they're famous for.
Oh, okay. Donald Trump because he's the president and he does weird, controversial things. Harry Styles because he made music, and I don't know celebrities. Emma Watson because she was in the Harry Potter movies and stuff.
All right, and
Harry Potter.
And can you name 3 founding fathers and what they're famous for?
Oh dear God. No. I don't know. I wasn't taught this stuff, obviously.
Name the person that found the pill.
Yeah. Just say who's on different U.S. currencies. So there you go. You'll get the names right there. Who's on the $1 bill?
I don't know. I know there's like George Washington's
Good job.
one.
What was he famous for? He was
our first president.
Okay, there's one. All right. Who's on? Well, $5 bill's not a founding father, but who's on the $100 bill?
I don't know.
It's all about those Benjamins, right? For the
Benjamin Franklin. No.
See, look, she got it right.
Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, there you go.
She just spends them.
Yeah. Well, have a good day. Yeah.
Thank you.
I need to let the camera focus. Do you mind if this gets published in a documentary in a couple weeks?
No.
All right. Joe, sit down so you both can hear it. Yeah.
I'm Joe. Hi, Joe. I'm Brandon.
Oh, nice to meet you.
It's almost like you guys know each other.
Almost. Alright. So, why are you here today?
Why am I here? Watch the fireworks.
Alright. And what are the fireworks celebrating?
Huh?
What are the fireworks celebrating? What holiday?
4th of July.
Alright. And who did...
You can both speak up a little bit.
On the 4th of July, who did America declare independence from?
I didn't pay attention to history class.
Alright, well, I'll give you some options. Let's see. We'll go Germany, France, Britain, the UK, and Portugal. Which one?
I'm gonna say Britain.
Yeah. Good job. A lot of people don't get that.
I said Britain and the UK. Don't throw them off.
Want to ask him the current questions, or?
Alright, yeah. So, name 3 current celebrities and what they're popular for. What are famous for?
Trump, money.
Close enough.
And being the president, but
yeah.
And being the president, but mostly money. XXX, he died.
Yes.
He died.
Yep.
And
extension cord.
Who else? Who is that? Who else is that? I don't know.
Honestly, it's good to not know 20 celebrities.
Yeah.
I'd have a hard time too right now. And the follow-up question to that is, can you name 3 past U.S. politicians or founding fathers and what they did?
No.
I mean, just think of who's on like dollar bill and the nickel.
Yeah, it was on the dollar bill. $100 bill.
Oh, Benjamin Franklin.
There you go.
And who's on the $1 bill?
That's Lincoln.
That's the $5
No, that's
bill.
the penny.
Yeah, and the penny. Yeah.
Penny.
And the $1 bill is. He was the first president, you know.
George Washington.
Yeah, there you go. You did better than most people today.
Really?
Yeah, you genuinely did. I've had going to record. Make sure focus. So, I'm not gonna ask what your name because I don't. So you recently graduated from high school, right? So we're gonna ask you a few questions about this country. Why? Do you know why you're here today? Or?
No.
You don't know.
I mean, for the fireworks.
You're just wandering around.
I don't know why you're here with me. Is what I mean.
Well, I mean, I kind of saw you. I was kind of expecting to run into a few of you guys here. So tomorrow's what holiday?
4th of July.
What is that about?
Independence.
From who?
From the fucking world.
Well, that's not wrong. You know, from what country though?
Like we came here, right? And we stole some shit.
Yeah.
We killed some people.
Yeah.
And we're happy for it.
That's very true. I mean, that's, you know what?
But it was still a part of a different country when we did that in the first.
Dude, cars are not supposed to be down here.
No, they are not. And we're gonna. Hey, watch out, guys! You ain't playing around. So how you seem like a funny guy. I mean, I know you're a funny guy because I've known you since I was like 5. But So we're gonna ask you a question. Can you give a synopsis of how the U.S. happened? God. Is this American history? Be as funny as you want.
In general?
Yeah, of how the U.S.
I mean, that was pretty much it. Yeah, we showed up. We're like, yo, I bet this is a place, and they were right. And they were like Indians.
Yeah,
right? Well,
but not
Native Americans.
Yeah, not like yeah.
Not the call center guys.
Not the call center guys. The casino guys.
Yeah, the casino guys. The guys who showed up, right? They had no concept of trading, which was kind of weird. They didn't understand like land ownership, so we were like, all right.
They never played Pokemon.
Well, they did.
Cards. No.
Shame, really.
Yeah.
They would enjoy Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
They would Pokemon Go fuck themselves, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They
but
pretty
instead,
much,
they were just harvesting fruit, and they'd just pick a mango, you know? Yeah.
What, picking mangoes? Where are we picking mangoes?
In the plantations down south.
Not multiple mangoes, just one.
Just pick a mango.
Yeah.
Okay.
So pretty much, we showed up, and we gave them some pots and pans and death, and then they happily left. And then we were like, yo, this is mine now. This is mine. And then years later, they showed up, and they were like, you know what's mine now? Casinos. So, yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Sorry,
cool.
As always.
All right, so because the microphone that's not too good. So you're here for the July 4th celebration that Freetown holds every year, correct? So do you know what you're celebrating on July 4th? All right, and who did the U.S. declare independence from? Do you know what year it was?
All right.
All right, so we're gonna start talking to Layla.
Why me?
Because we're assuming you're smarter than your boyfriend over here. So,
wow.
So we're gonna start by asking why you're here today.
I'm here to see fireworks.
All right, and so what? Do you know what tomorrow is?
No idea.
No idea. No idea.
No
what
clue.
holiday's tomorrow?
No clue.
If you give the right answer, you look smarter than like 20 other people we've talked to.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
4th
Kyle.
of July.
And do you know what 4th of July is about, Layla?
America has turned 242 years old.
And who did we get independence from?
Great Britain,
And what year was that?
1776.
And what document was written by Thomas Jefferson to declare that?
Declaration of Independence.
And where was it written? There you go, you got
Oh.
it. All right.
I mean,
and so we're gonna ask you a couple more questions. Do you know who the current president is?
Donald Trump.
Do you know
the 2020 bitch.
Do you know? Do you know who the vice president is?
Mike Pence.
And the Speaker of the House?
Sarah Sanders.
the press secretary.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But you know, okay, so we're gonna ask you a few current questions. Can you name 3 current celebrities and what they're famous for?
Kim Kardashian doing nothing.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift singing. Katy Perry singing.
All right, and can you name 3 of our founding fathers and what they did?
The A push is coming out. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence. What was his name? Paul Revere.
The regulars are out.
Yes, held all the guns and the gunpowder in Lexington and Concord.
Yeah.
And then we have George Washington, first president of the United States.
That's your replacement over there. No, I'm just kidding.
People are probably thinking you have a MAGA hat on, Jasper.
I've heard that before. It's just Chevy, though. We're gonna ask you a few more questions because you're one of the smarter ones we've seen today.
Okay.
Really? Yeah. Let's come up with a few. Can you name 2 other countries that were once British colonies?
The Belgian Congo and...
Belgian Congo was Belgium.
No, it was not.
Belgian Congo. How about Rhodesia or South Africa? Those are in Africa too.
Egypt, Libya.
And can you, how about... Man, she's smart. We have to come up with the stumper.
These just aren't good questions.
Can you name the countries that your ancestors came from? If you say no, that doesn't mean you're stupid. Like, we're just wondering if you know.
Sweden, Italy.
All right, so we're gonna pull out a map and see if you can find Sweden and Italy on it.
Please, I was the 6th grade geography bowl champ.
Hey, I was 3rd place. All right.
We'll mess with papers.
Seeing cousins now.
Seeing cousins.
So can you find Italy and Sweden on this?
Sure can.
I can. Italy.
Did you ask where Finland is?
Yeah, it's not Sweden.
Finland doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Finland is
Sweden's here. That's
No.
Finland, but Finland isn't real.
That's cool.
Finland is a conspiracy created by the Russians.
Real?
Finland isn't real, no.
I have a friend. from Finland.
Yeah, but she's probably
being paid to say that.
She's probably culturally from Finland. But see, all right, listen, we've got some real conspiracy stuff going over here, right?
Oh no.
So we're gonna explain the story of Finland to all of you. All right, let's huddle around and let's sit around for the story. So a long time ago, before things like World War II and Donald Trump, there was this area called the Finnish Sea, right? And this was the area between Sweden and Norway and the Scandinavian countries.
But it wasn't real.
It was just ocean. There was no land there. There was no such thing as Finland, all right? And the Russians would go there to catch their fish, right? And they'd sell them in Japan. And think about it. Russia and Japan have always been on opposing sides in major conflicts, but they've had almost no physical conflict with each other. That's because they shared a common secret that they couldn't let the world know about. That secret is Finland. Now think about it. Russia is the only country that borders Finland and is within the relative proximity of Japan, correct? All right, now the Finnish language...
I would say relative, but okay.
But it has direct trade routes with it, and that's had direct trade routes with Japan longer than any other country has, except for Korea. But Korea has been a puppet state of China for most of its history. And the thing is, Finland is called Finland because what do fish have? They have fins. And what if the Japanese and Russians are catching there? They've been catching fish which have fins. And then the Russians built the Trans-Siberian Railroad so they can ship the fish from Finland to Japan, but they disguise them as Nokia cell phones because that was the only product that was manufactured in Europe and owned by a Japanese company, right? But the thing is, over in Finland, it was just water. So they had to convince the native population, which was mostly just composed of people from other surrounding Scandinavian countries, that they actually had a homeland.
Are you making this up?
No, this is a real theory. Our history class was obsessed with this. So they basically created Swedish and Finnish and Norwegian cities that were labeled Finnish. But these were in the surrounding areas, and they'd actually put the geotags from Google Earth and satellite representations of the planet into the middle of the ocean, so that these people thought they were hundreds of miles from where they actually were. So now, whenever you look at the news, whenever the socialists want to come up with the perfect example, whenever you
I hurt myself today.
It's always Finland. No, Venezuela's falling apart, but Finland somehow isn't, because Finland isn't real. But they can say what they want about it because it's hard to find solid proof about a country that's just like Atlantis because it doesn't freaking exist.
All right. Wow.
There you go.
Solid.
Solid.
So are you going to start your own political Twitter, like a show for president?
We've been debating starting a political YouTube channel for a while. We have like an email account.